Went all in on silver, it burns a hole in your wallet Monday. The calm before the storm is ending. Three major events, one political, one economic, and one hiding in plain sight. They're all aimed straight at the price of silver. Check this out. If you're interested in silver, click that link in the description. Money Metals is holding this contest. They're giving away 20 silver eagles. Every month they hold this contest. Last month, Kevin from Kentucky took home a 10th ounce of gold. Click that link I left down below. Be the next winner. Now, check this out. The first red flag, the US-China tariff truce expires November 10th. If that deal collapses, we could see an instant market jolt. Here's why it matters to silver. When trade tensions rise, big investors often rush toward the US dollar for safety. A stronger dollar means weakness for silver. Funds are pulled out of precious metals and they go to the dollar, they go to treasuries. That's downward pressure on our silver price. It's backward logic. Chaos normally helps precious metals, but not when the chaos is in trade. Tariffs make goods more expensive, slow down growth, and strengthen the dollar because investors expect higher US yields. Even one headline about tariffs back on could send silver prices tumbling in real time. By the time the dust settles, that stack you're proud of might be worth a lot less than it was Friday. Next, we've got a Washington mess that's not over. The federal government has been struggling with the shutdown, struggling with missed payments, and now the damage is starting to hit Main Street. Benefits like food aid and housing help are running out, small business loans are on pause, and the markets are wondering what is going to break next. Here's the danger for silver. If this turns into a full-on fiscal freeze, investors might not run to metals like you'd expect. They might pile into the dollar. They might pile into treasury bonds instead because in panics, cash is king. That can crush metals quickly, even when the long-term picture looks bullish. Remember last time Washington went dark, silver dropped almost 10% in just a few trading sessions. People were dumping everything to raise cash. And if we see Monday bringing more political gridlock headlines, silver could take the same beatings, fast and hard. So even if you believe in metal as the long term, you've got to survive the short term storm first. Here's what's so tricky about Monday. There's no major US data scheduled. No inflation report, no jobs data, nothing. That sounds quiet, but it's quite dangerous. When markets don't have numbers to react to, they react to rumors. Every speech they react to, every tweet they react to. And that can move prices even more than usual, the worst volatility we can imagine. With no guardrails, silver can swing wildly. And in this kind of environment, it usually drops before it bounces. Think of it like diving with no lines on the rope. Forget that think of. So if traders start hearing whispers about tariffs or budget talks falling apart, silver gets spiked down fast simply because there's no competing news to slow that panic. We've got a tariff deadline, government limping, and a market flying blind. That is a frightening recipe for our price of silver. Get your own silver. Click that link in the description. Thank you, Money Metals Exchange, for sponsoring this channel. It's a great contest. Every month they're giving away 20 silver eagles. 20 eagles every month. Click that link down below. Be the next winner on that list. Take home that silver, and I'll see you on the next one.